Alisa is a champion. At the 2018 National 3D Archery Collegiate Championships, Alisa and her women's bow hunter squad took first place. This year, her team from Mississippi College will head to Alabama again to try and keep the title.
Coming in first was a very good moment, a good feeling just to know that, okay, like we're on top, like we did that. You know, like we executed, we shot the best that we could, and we won.
Not many people knew about it. It was just kind of like, oh yeah, we won nationals. That was it.
Literally was on the phone with her when she won nationals one time and was able to be there and hear and see how her day went and text her throughout the day and see what was going on. So that's been like super cool.
Definitely going back into it, it does bring a lot of pressure, but it does bring a lot of comfort in knowing that, okay, I did it once, I can do it again.
The competition will take two phases. Day 1, individual team members will each shoot 40 targets. Their combined scores will place their team on the bracket for Day 2. Alisa earned great results for her team last year that put them within striking distance of the championship. On Day 2, the team sealed the deal, taking first place among all the women's bow hunters teams.
Honestly, for how many people that are going to be at nationals and competing, my hope and my goal is to at least be in the top 10. Moving on from that, then we will go into team rounds, and team round is where they take the top 3 highest people of your team, and we will shoot to try to win and reclaim that first place title again.
The championship is possible. It's happened before. So who is Alisa Promise, and what is she made of that hones her senses and puts her arrows on the bullseye?
I mean, I started in high school in the 9th grade shooting, and then I got recruited to come to Mississippi College. I wasn't necessarily just all around like a good athlete. It was kind of hard growing up and not being able to be as good in a lot of like physical sports as I wanted to. And so kind of like when I found archery, it was kind of like, okay, I need to find something that I can like find value in and like find my identity in. Archery was something that I started not just because, oh, I just want to do it because it seems interesting, but because it was something that I found like who I am through doing it, if that makes sense. I'm a very determined person. With every shot that I shoot, like, it has to be perfect, you know? And although that's not like the best mindset to have at all times, it does, in the best way, it strengthens just me overall and my patience and like the way that I focus and the way that I continue to practice. It makes me want to go to practice every single day with a better attitude.
Oh, Alisa's a first-class archer, but better than that, she is a first-class person.
She's Alisa. She's awesome.
She's super kind and very genuine.
She was like my mentor while I was on the team and helped me through everything.
Oh, what'd you do?
I don't know.
She was gung-ho, archery, nothing but archery, and it's kind of changed into, it's not even about archery anymore, it's about the people she's around.
Alisa is kind of the person that you go to for moral support.
She derives more encouragement through encouraging others.
She does get hard on herself, but she comes back, and she's a great teammate.
She is one that you don't mind coaching your kids. She does coaching work on the side. She came through high school with an archery program.
Alisa doesn't keep archery to herself. She's taken to teaching an introductory archery class to the kids of her local YMCA.
It's easier when you're coaching something that you personally love. And so by archery being something that I'm already so passionate about, just coaching it makes it all the while like just easier and a lot of fun doing, especially with kids who love it themselves. Definitely when I was in high school, like I had such, it makes me feel so giddy about it because in high school I loved it so much and I was so ready to go to college and just see how far it would take me and like just go to the Olympics and just do everything and like be the biggest archer that I could be possible. And so by me coming to college, Mississippi College, and shooting on an archery team, it opened a door for so many opportunities. And it just made me realize that, okay, like I really love this sport, like I'm really into it. And so right now at this moment, my senior year, every year, I grow and I grow more and more, and as much as I've grown in my faith, I'm kind of realizing that, you know, God's taking control of what I have going on right now in my life. And so when it comes to the Olympics, as that big dream that I had before, I'm not saying that I don't want to go, but I'm also saying that, like, whatever God has for me, like, that's ultimately where I want to be and where I want to go. But I'm just hanging in there to see where it's going to take me.
When it comes to scoring, make sure that you're scoring fair and make sure that you're scoring accurate. Good luck today, and we'll see y'all later.
Starting off, like my first round, it wasn't the best. I knew I had to like pick it back up because I was at a pretty low ranking. And so going into my second round, I knew exactly what I needed to change. I knew exactly what I needed to do. And so I just feel glad that I didn't let that first round get me down, and that I continued just to do better, ending out the whole thing and just finishing strong. It's finally over. Carry me back.
It was a rough day?
I don't know yet. The beginning was rough, and now I don't know where I'm ranked. I went up, so that's good. My ranking was 44th out of 65. Going into second round, I knew I had to do a lot better just so I can bump up my ranking a little bit more. I was able to rank up a little bit more into 34th place. And then tomorrow is team rounds. So still got more to do. Okay. We have team rounds today. The weather is a little rough, a little cloudy, but this is good though because there'll be no sun blocking any views. But I'm just ready more so to get back out there. I'm ready to shoot again today.
Far right, Mississippi College on the left-hand side of target set number 4 against University of the Cumberlands, ranked number 2 on the right. All right, take your position.
Mississippi College improved last year. They were champions. But this year, they couldn't find their mark and quickly fell behind.
We did not advance. They bumped us out of 4th. Yeah. 5th or 6th maybe. I don't know. But we went hard. We tried. We really did.
Alisa was left trying to find some meaning in the midst of disappointment. She took great comfort in noting how her response to failure has changed over the years.
I feel like I accomplished what I came here to do. I feel like I can only do my best, regardless if I didn't rank as high as I usually would have or could have. Just knowing that I have a better attitude and mindset than I have in the past 3 years is really good, and it shows I'm growing in a lot of ways.
And Alisa found it helpful to take a posture of thankfulness for the gift of her archery career and re-examine her motives for shooting in the first place.
I have to constantly tell myself, like, in the middle of shooting, when it's not going good, like, I have to sit there and tell myself, like, who are you doing it for? I want to remain and, like, have that same title of winning like we did last year, but also just going into it with a better mindset and knowing that, you know, ultimately, like, I'm doing this for him. You know, he gave me this ability. And so if one day I don't do that great, it's okay, let me brush it off and let me continue, you know, going hard, because ultimately, like, it's what I need to do.
And Alisa is left hopeful about her future in archery, realizing that perhaps she hasn't accomplished all she wants to. There's no harm in trying again.
I was talking to them yesterday, and they were just kind of like, so are you going to continue? Like, what do you plan on doing? And the more I sit there and think about it, like me competing yesterday and then even competing today, like it doesn't even feel like this is the last time, you know? Like this doesn't feel like this is my last 3D Nationals. It doesn't feel like this is it for me either. So that's encouraging.
For those of us watching Alisa, we're inspired that, like all of our abilities, her aim can falter, but her faith has not.